All right, so we got Gork and Mork explained by an Australian. Let's go to the video. Let's go.
G'day guys and gal. When you think of orcs, you don't really think of religion. However, each and every orc is extremely devoted to their gods. They are indeed the holiest of all races, as all they need to do to worship Gork and Mork is to knock someone's teeth out. Something they're pretty good at doing.
Okay.
But other than one being brutally cunning and the other being cunningly brutal,
I didn't even know that that the orcs had like a that they had like a that they like believed in something. I just thought that they just like just spawn and just start fighting. That's what I thought at first, but
I bet you don't really know much about Gork and Mork or
I
the
don't.
orc religion as a whole. What happens to an orc when they die? How powerful is Gork and Mork? With the great riff being called
questions.
Gork's grin, does he have a degree of control over it as well? A few spicy questions we'll get through today. But before we get started, we have sold just over half of all Majorkill Christmas merch, so there is
merch?
still enough stock and time for you to get in on it. With one of the merch
man,
items,
I just want to say thank you guys so much for showing so much love on that Kingdom Come Deliverance story trailer reaction from yesterday. Man, bro, you guys. Bro, oh man, bro, it means a lot. Oh, look at them flexing the games. Thank you guys so much for all the support on the past videos, whether it's a Fortnite video, Warhammer video, Kingdom Come Deliverance trailer video, bro. It means a lot. Thank you guys so much. I just wanted to say that real quick, while he gets in his ad, and I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. You guys are new, by the way. It really means a lot to your boy. I think he should be wrapping up. So let's go ahead. Ooh, that jacket's actually that hoodie's kind of cool. I can't lie to you.
Amazing for the rest of you in the northern hemisphere.
That hoodie's actually kind of tight. I kind of
track pants or sweatpants or whatever you want to call them.
All right, sweatpants ain't bad.
Fuckheads line stitched up the sides. I've been wanting to make these pants for years, but the minimum order requirement was too high. But I finally just decided to say stuff it and take the likely L to get them made. As for some Christmas deals, you can get the entire merch drop for 20% off, or just the hoodie and sweatpant combo for $15 off. We also have a new improved fuckhead Santa hat that comes free from the entire merch drop, or you can just get it by itself. Not to mention, we still have some leftover stock from a couple of the previous.
Hey, all right, Majorkill, he didn't pay me for saying this, all right? But I can't lie to you. If I was to actually, get one or whatever, this hoodie don't look too bad. How much is it? 67. Listen, I live in America. I live in the USA, so I don't know like what the conversion is. But I would definitely get the hoodie. I can't lie to you. I'm much more of a hoodie person. I mean, these muscle shirts, your boy. I mean, I got a little something, but it ain't too much. I don't know. I'm not really a big muscle shirt type of guy. Like we got a stocking. Okay, reject your shirt. I mean, I'll definitely get a hoodie. I'll probably get like a shirt, something like that. Yeah.
These legacy items are 20% off.
I don't know about the muscle shirt. I'm not really a big muscle shirt person.
Which is a great way to support the channel whilst also giving yourself something tangible for yourself. I can proudly say the quality is unreal and the cut of the t-shirts and singlets is awesome. I literally have people asking if they can get extra unbranded copies because they love the material and cut so much. Link is below, less than half the stock remaining. Today we'll go over Gork, Mork, and pretty much the entire orc religion. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it!
At a surface level glance, Gork and Mork don't seem to be doing much. The Chaos Gods are constantly directing and intervening and empowering its different heroes. The Emperor is waking up and recently set Nurgle's balls on fire, and even Yened is getting involved, spamming the revive button on all his favourite heroes. But looking closer, they are actually quite hands-on. They just don't like babying their orcs, as they don't want them to be weak. But I'm getting ahead of myself. When did Gork and Mork come into existence?
Yeah.
What do they look like?
Yeah.
And do they have nice feet? Just the heavy-hitting questions. The start of their existence has two answers. Physically, they were born during the War in Heaven, when the Old Ones created the Orcs as a desperate weapon to use against the Catan and the Necrons. The new Orc race, or the Krorks as they were called, combined their psychic power into the Wa, which then created Gork
the Wa.
The more annoying answer is that as time has no meaning in the warp, Gork and Mork have always existed, in a similar way to how Slaanesh has always existed.
Okay, that actually makes sense. Like, if they're like the higher reps of the Orcs, whatever, I mean, it would make sense that they previously already existed before. It would make sense.
But I hate that answer, so let's ignore it.
I like that answer.
Orcs, Gork and Mork are extremely powerful, even by the standard of gods. However, due to their ADHD and their love of fighting each other, they rarely focus their power upon a single enemy. Generally what happens is that Gork and Mork will awaken, stir up the Orcs, and push them to new heights of frenzy and war before directing them towards an enemy. In the meantime, Gork and Mork will kick the shit out of each other and then probably kick the shit out of a few other gods.
Man, bro, that whole entire race just loves fighting, bro. Bro, listen, the Orcs, they love fighting, bro. Even their gods love just throwing the 1-2 haymakers, bro. It's absolutely crazy.
Before running out of steam and then sleeping for thousands of years. There is in-lore examples of them doing this, with the Orc 2nd edition codex speaking about how Nurgle ate all the snotlings, so Gork and Mork curb stomped his ass and forced him to vomit them all out. Now this is Orc myth, not necessarily something that happened in the lore, but the image of Gork and Mork just fucking wailing on Nurgle because he ate their goblins is hilarious. Gork is the more straightforward, strong and brutal god, the cunningly brutal, whereas Mork is more sneaky and clever, the brutally cunning. However, neither is more powerful than the other, with all of their punch-ons more or less ending in a stalemate. During their sleep...
So you're telling me that these guys, literally, bro, they legit wake up and just duke it out and then go right back up. Like, bro, they will wake up, motivate their squad, and then duke it out themselves and then go right back to sleep, bro. But that sounds like a young, toxic couple, bro. That's crazy.
They will begin to stir if the galaxy starts getting spicy or an Orc champion begins emerging. This is why Orcs seem to go from galactic threat to irrelevant, then back to galactic threat. It lines up with the awakening and sleeping of their gods.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
As it's the 42nd millennium and Gazkul is their prophet. What this means is that when Gaz was shot in the head early in his career, the gods took notice of him, allowed him to survive, and now direct him. This is why Gaz is a bit random. He'll come to Armageddon, wreck shit, then randomly leave, because that is what Gork and Mork have asked of him. They are steering him towards Ragnarok. It isn't just stupid and random though. Gaz has amassed an absolutely gigantic armada of ships leading billions of orcs. We just need to wait and see who will use it against.
Billions? There's billions? Bro, imagine you, like, I would kind of like, you know, I would kind of like compare like the orcs and like the Tyranids or whatever, or I call them the termites. I would kind of like, you know, compare like the orcs and the termites like together. Not compare them, not bring them together, but whatever. But I would kind of like compare them because if you really think about it, bro, imagine fighting these guys, bro, and there's billions of them. These are, bro, they look like cracked out Shreks, bro. But bro, imagine fighting billions of them. I'm gonna be honest with you, man, bro. I don't know if me and my squad can win. No. Of course, no. Of course, I'm sorry about that. Yo, Vulcan, I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry. I'm bound out right now. Yo, bow your head. Vulcan's here. Yo, Vulcan, I'm sorry, bro, for even down us. My bad. That was just me even trying to be funny. I'm sorry, Vulcan. Sorry, Vulcan. My bad. I'm sorry about that. Your kingdomness.
I bet the Imperial is hoping it's not them. I mean, after all, the Orcs need retribution for the Octarius War anyway, so Nids would be a good choice. Now in the Warp, Gork and Mork are a bit of an enigma. Some of the other gods have tried and miserably failed to fight or weaken the Orc gods, with gods like Slaanesh attempting to attack them while they're asleep.
I mean, but like, bro, Slaanesh, he's a bum. Like, surprise, surprise. Like, I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Like, you know, I don't really think Slaanesh can really do something. And then, bro, how you loosen somebody while they're asleep? Down bad activities.
Even dormant they are mighty, with Slaanesh once attacking Gork with a tendril while he slept, only for him to swatter away like a fly before continuing his rest. Sometimes the fights between Gork and Mork are so hectic that they will spill into other parts of the warp. Like imagine your Khorne sitting on your skull throne, you hear this distant bang getting closer and closer, and then suddenly two gigantic naked orc maniacs burst into your brass citadel punching the shit out of you.
Did he say naked? And why does he have, bro? He got a mouth on on his stomach. Oh man!
Crushing your demonic legions before bursting out the other side and then continuing on. That is literally Gork and Mork, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. In my video describing which god was the most powerful, I had Gork and Mork at the top because they can do whatever the fuck they want and no one can stop them. The only thing stopping them is themselves because they get too busy or distracted. Now Gork and Mork live somewhere called the Great Green, the section of the warp controlled by the Orc gods, further adding credit to the argument that the Chaos gods don't control the warp and they need to settle the fuck down about trying to claim everything in it. The Great Green is where the gods sleep and reside. However, as stated when awake, they love rampaging around. It's also said that the Great Green is where Orc souls go when they die, at which point they're reincarnated and reborn to fight once again.
That sounds like hell on earth. Bro, imagine like you guys, I mean, like, here's the thing though. I don't even think that they like notice it because at the end of the day, bro, imagine like that's all you do is like fight 24/7. But at the end of the day though, it might sound horrible to me, but like for the orcs, bro, that must sound like so much fun, bro. They sound like Saiyans, bro. Like Saiyans, bro, only Saiyans love to fight. Imagine getting up every single day, bro. You just fighting from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., bro. Like, that's ridiculous.
Brave, strong orcs reincarnated as orcs, weak or cowardly orcs reincarnated as snotlings. Now, this is orc myth, not stated fact. However, I am leaning towards it being canon lore, as Chaos always expresses its frustration with the orcs, since it's really hard to corrupt them, and dead orc souls cannot be consumed by the Chaos god.
Of course it's hard. There's a billion of them. There's a billion, bro. We know it's hard. There's a billion of them. That's 9 zeros.
So them going to the Great Green for reincarnation is so intuitive and just know how shit works. It's because in past lives they learned. This isn't the only example we see of a non-chaos god taking the souls of his followers and keeping them away from chaos. Yned, Gork, and even the Emperor have been known to do this, so why not Gork and Mork? Now a lot of what I'm saying seems to make the warp gods a lot more tangible than they should be. Gork and Mork physically punching each other in the warp, whereas other lawyers describe the gods as more so intangible concepts and reflections of our own emotions. But no, Gork and Mork are quite physical. When Vulcan tackled the beast into a vat of raw War energy, he saw a vision of Gork and Mork punching the shit out of each other at the beginning of time. Other gods have been described as having a physical presence as well. This is a canon artwork of Khorne. Nurgle and his cauldron have been described as physical. Slaanesh was literally chained up in Age of Sigmar, which while is a different setting, shares a lot of the same themes and gods. Even Tzeentch has been given a physical form in certain scenes. So Gork and Mork punching each other isn't super far-fetched or some kind of metaphor.
Hey, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't care what you guys say. The Gork and Mork guy, those guys seem like pretty strong or whatever. But they wouldn't, bro. They wouldn't even smell Vulcan's breath. Like they wouldn't even get near Vulcan's level. I'm just keeping it real, you know.
What is their end goal? Through their profit, Gork and Mork want to conquer the galaxy and bring the Great Green into the physical universe, a paradise where orcs can non-stop fight each other and constantly reincarnate. However, they don't really want this to happen in all honesty, as they love the state of the galaxy and its diverse choice of enemy. Orcs fighting orcs non-stop would get boring, so whilst the galactic Great Green is cool and all, Gork and Mork are just happy to be here. What's up with Gork's Grin, aka the Great Rift? After all, it was a creation of chaos, so how come the orcs can seemingly use it to their own ends? Well, as I've said, as much as chaos hates to admit it, they don't control the warp. They are a dominant force, but there are many other players. Gork can use the Great Rift as well, so when an orc fleet enters it, he will guide them to pop out near a battle. As such, more and more orcs are just yeeting themselves into the rift and appearing where they're needed or want to be.
That's kind of cheating if you ask me. Like, to be honest with you, I feel like the salamanders, we should only have that privilege, you know, because everybody else, they really don't deserve it. I feel like we should really, like, you know, cut through and make ourselves, like, you know, shortcuts and stuff like that. But maybe that's just me, you know.
It's similar to how the opening of the Great Rift has empowered and semi-awoken the Emperor by flooding the galaxy with warp energy. What other ways, beyond being a menace in the warp and guiding Gazkal, do Gork and Mork work their magic and affect the setting? Well, when an orc mech boy creates an orc gargant, or heaven forbid, a mega gargant, he does so after receiving a vision and guidance from Gork and Mork. After all, a gargant is supposed to be a mechanical avatar of Gork and Mork, so it seems as if a sliver of the orc gods will possess the gargant and help bring it to life, allowing it to move and function despite its extremely questionable engineering. This also allows Gork and Mork to experience the joy of real space battling, so overall they're pretty stoked about it. This is why gargants only appear on battlefields with sufficient War, because only a high enough War level will attract the attention of the orc gods. So overall, fuck. They definitely deserve love even if you aren't an orky boy. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel, then pick up some Major.
Hold up. Shout out to Majorkill. My bad. I had to make sure my mic and stuff was on at the end right there. But shout out to Majorkill, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? And this is my first time ever, like, bro, like I said before, I didn't even know that the orcs even had, like, higher-ups or whatever. I like to call them higher-ups because, like, you know, obviously we all know, like, the man, the myth, the legend, the emperor, you know, he's, like, you know, I consider him, like, he's, like, the god. Like, he's the boy, right? But if I'm being, you know, just keeping an eye on whatever, I didn't even know that the orcs even had, like, higher-ups or whatever. Turns out that they got two of them. Like I said before, they don't come anywhere near Vulcan. I think Vulcan legit squad wipes both of them. They can fight each other all day long, but they can fight each other for 20 centuries. At the end of the day, no amount of strength, no amount of, testosterone, no amount of steroids, no amount of no drug. There's no drug that can even make them even touch Vulcan. Because I feel like Vulcan would just, you know, just get rid of both of them, you know. But maybe that's just me, man. Comment down below. What do you guys think about this? Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. You guys are genuine. And I'm going to see you guys later for the next one about